For those kind introduction. You know, when you said you were under the influence, I was a little bit concerned. I was sitting at my table next to 3 prominent judges, and I actually want to recognize them: Judge Sweeney, Judge Sherman, and of course, our favorite judge. I refer to him as the judge with the heart because he really cares about the people who come into his courtroom, someone who has given a lifetime of service to our community, Judge Noach Der. You know, I'm actually very excited to be here tonight. The work that Dror does is really incredible. I think, unfortunately, we have a lot of challenges in this community. And as was already pointed out earlier tonight, many people are trying to do the right thing and they just need some guidance. Some people make mistakes and they need help, and we believe in redemption and help. And then, unfortunately, there are cases of people who really didn't do much wrong and get caught up in the process. And of course, we all know of the very well-known and unfortunate case of Mr. Rubashkin, which I think is a cautionary tale and speaks to the exact need of this kind of organization. And I'll tell you something that's incredible. You know, for those of you who are not familiar with the kind of, thank you. For those of you, I'm great, thank you. Never got so much attention with the mic before. I'll tell you, for those of you who haven't been following the case as closely as I have, you know, one of the major charges that they brought up against Rubashkin in Iowa was a 91-year-old law. I want you to think about this. A 91-year-old law that said it was illegal to pay cattle dealers more than 24 hours later. I don't know why they have this law. When they investigated this case, they decided to prosecute Mr. Rubashkin on this law because they realized that in most cases, Mr. Rubashkin paid cattle dealers in 7 days, and in some cases, he actually one time paid them in 11 days. Now think about this. This is a law that was on the books for 91 years, was never ever used before to prosecute anybody in the history of the United States of America, and they used this to prosecute Shalom Rubashkin. And I think that speaks to the exact need of why we need an organization like Dror. Because you can try to do the right thing, and you can fall down. You can make mistakes, and you need somebody to pick you up. And I think that's why the work that Dror does is so critical. And so I really want to especially acknowledge the leadership of Dror, Rabbi Ephraim Stein, Yoel Usher Laban, the Menahel. And by the way, I gotta tell you, I love it that every organization in Borough Park has an executive director, but Dror has a Menahel. That's the way it should be. Yidel Tabak, Chaim Hirsch Freund, Amram Israel, Eli Moskowitz. I want to thank my friend Ben Barber, who I know has been very involved with the organization as well. And I want to tell you something incredible. You know, around a year ago, some of the community leaders came to me and said, listen, we're having big problems in Rikers Island. I said, come on, it's impossible. We're in New York City. There's 500,000 from unit. I said, let's sit down. And we convened a working group of people, some of whom are here, Rabbi Luzer Weiss, Rabbi Barish Freilich, and of course, Amram Israel, and Chaim Hirsch Freund, Hillel Prostin, and Abe Friedman, and Yoeli Mendelowitz, and Naftali Moshe Indig. We sat down, we worked for a year. And let me tell you something. When we first started this process, it could take a week for somebody who ended up in Rikers Island, which is a holding jail. It could take a week to get tefillin. It could take 3 days to get kosher food. And I'm very proud to say that a year later, Baruch Hashem, people are getting tefillin, they're getting kosher food, they're getting the respect they deserve. Because no matter where you are, and whatever circumstances that you may be in, it's our achrayus as Yidden to make sure that we look out for you, because of course, Kol Yisrael Arev Zel Hazeh. And so I want to thank Dror. I want to thank you for your work. I want to thank you for your leadership. And I have to tell you, this is a wonderful event tonight, and it's truly a Kiddush Hashem. Thank you very much.